Good afternoon. Today we're going to start with the study of con law, a course you will not only need for the bar. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to teach you how to prepare for law school. When I sat down for my first constitutional law course, I could never have manifested the level of knowledge this body of law would give me access to. Understanding the roles and powers of each entity within our government is, I believe, the first step to instituting change, to exercising limits on authoritative constraints, and living within our civil liberties. If you're lucky, your con law course in your selected law school will be taught by a professor who's passionate and patient. My professor, who you will hear from today, authored our textbook, as well as our practice book. As you can see, I utilize the app Notability to download my textbook and notate as I read. We'll touch more on that later. My professor has been interviewed by international outlets like CNN on constitutional issues, by newspapers and magazines like Associated Press and Washington Post, and on any given day, I can turn on my radio and hear his educated guidance on my local NPR station. With my pleasure, let me introduce to you my con law professor speaking on the importance of understanding constitutional law.
So I think the Constitution, one of the things that's most important about it, is it really is the foundation of almost everything that we do in law. That without a Constitution that establishes a framework for government, we would have no legal system. We would be in a situation in which there was anarchy. And so the Constitution really is the foundation of all of the other courses, all of the other aspects of the legal system. It protects rights of due process. It protects the individual in cases in which they have been detained by the police. It protects our expressive rights. It protects our political rights. It protects us from discrimination against, for all forms of different types of discrimination. And so when we think about the Constitution, you have to look at it as underlying our whole legal system, because it's the foundation upon which our legal system is built. And the course is a fascinating study of how the Constitution limits the government in how it can deal with us, the people, with respect to the laws that it makes, with respect to the criminal laws and how those laws are policed. All of that is restrained. The government is restrained by the Constitution. Nobody is above the law in the United States. And that was, when we developed the Constitution, that was one of the framers' greatest innovations. There really had never been a situation before where the people were truly sovereign and restraining the government in the way that we did in the United States Constitution. Now, our founding fathers were not perfect. They made a lot of mistakes. But the one thing that we can give them credit for is starting this idea that we, the people, are sovereign and that we have the ability to restrain and constrain the government, because the government is to serve us. It's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Thanks for listening, guys. Subscribe, like, and comment on what you'd like me to cover next. Talk to you later. Bye.